Hi, Steve here. Today I'm going to tell you how to set meaningful goals that will make a difference in your life. I know that in my own life, when I started discovering what I wanted to do with my life, I was so much more excited. It was night and day. I was so much more motivated. So today I'm going to give you 5 great tips to help you set meaningful goals in your life. So the tip number 1 is you want to set meaningful goals to you. I know that's obvious. But you don't want that goal to be what your parents want, what society wants, what your friends want, what your spouse wants. You want it to be what you want, what you want. So one thing you can do is to ask yourself, imagine that you didn't have any social pressure from your parents, from your friends, and what would you be doing? And if that helps, imagine that your parents, your family members, or your friends were gone, but you are alone by yourself. Then what would you be doing with your life from today? Another great question is, imagine you have all the resources you need. You didn't have any problem with money. You didn't have any problem with time. You had no fear, no limitation. And you were in a state of absolute confidence. And you could achieve anything you want in your life. Right now, what would you be doing with your life? So that's the first point. The second point is you want to set goals that will stretch you so that you can become the person that you want to become. So I want you to see goals as a way to become a better person. It's a process that you go through so that you can become the person that you envision for yourself. So it can be becoming more confident, more determined, more assertive, happier, wealthier, having more impact. And you want to use that goal as a way to stretch yourself so that you can become that person. So that's what a meaningful goal is, something that stretches you so that you can become the person that you want to become. I remember a story from Jeff Bezos when he was thinking of starting Amazon back in the 90s. He was wondering, should I start or not? You could see that internet was a great opportunity. He wanted to give it a try, but he was worried. I think he had a wife at the time, and he had a good job at Wall Street, making good money. And then he asked himself, when I will be 80, will I regret not having done that? And the answer was yes. It was a clear yes. He knew that he had to do it. So what about you? Imagine when you will be 80. What will you regret not having done in your life? Either because of fear or because of a lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence, or maybe some social pressure. What will you regret not having done in your life? So think about that question. So that's the point number 2. And the point number 3 is you want to have goals that are aligned with your core values. What matters the most to you? So I hope that you know your core values. So for instance, my top 3 core values are freedom, growth, and contribution. So for me, freedom is very important. So I want to be able to have my own schedule, work on my own, work on myself, be independent, not having a boss behind my back, which is why I quit my job back in June, because I knew I had to, because it appears clearly to me that I couldn't be an employee anymore. I had to be on my own because of freedom, because it's important to me. It's what motivates me, what gives me drive, the passion to really work harder and take more action. Because when I was an employee, I wasn't motivated at all. I was depressed. I wasn't happy. And the second value is contribution. So I want to be able to contribute on my own way, which is not the same that the company I was working for. I wasn't feeling like I was contributing in any way. So that's why I had to quit, to be able to do what I want to do, which is inspiring people through my books, videos, articles, maybe seminars or so. So that's the second values. So the third values for me is growth. So I want to be able to grow every day, to work on myself, to work on my personal growth. And for me, the best way to do that was to quit my job, to create a business, write books, work on myself. And also because I knew that that goal that I have, will force me to also stretch myself to become the person that I want to become. So that's my top 3 core values. So other values are things like security. Maybe you want to be secure, you want to have a 9-to-5 job, and you hate uncertainty. Maybe you want more connection, so you want to be able to connect with people at your workplace every day or most of the day. So that could be your values. So if you don't know your values, maybe you can read my article. I will put a link below on how to find your core values and start creating a list of your own core values. And the step number 4 is you want to focus on your strength. You want to leverage your strength when you set a goal. And I'm talking from my personal experience. Because when I was an employee, I wasn't leveraging my strength. I was struggling all the time, every day. So every minute was a struggle. Because I was, in fact, on one of my projects, I was working with numbers, so crunching numbers all day long. But the thing is, I'm very bad at mathematics. So it was very difficult for me. And also when I took the GMAT, it's a test that I took a while ago, there was a section on math. And I spent 90% of my time studying for that. And only 10% for English, or also English grammar, and more like things related to English language. And what happened is I didn't improve at all. And on the other hand, I improved the part, I only spent 10% on it because it was my strength. And to give you one more example, when I wrote my book on goal setting like 2 years ago, it was almost effortless. I enjoyed doing it. It was fun. I released it on Amazon 2 years ago, and it happens to sell. So even today, I'm making money out of it. But it was almost effortless compared to my job, who was struggling every day. Why? Because I was focusing on my strength. So if you are struggling right now in your career, or maybe you're reaching a certain goal, make sure that you're actually working or using your strength, not focusing your time on your weaknesses. That will make a big difference in your life. And again, if you don't know your strength, take some time to take personality test and really find out what you really like to do, what you're good at doing. So that's the tip number 4. And the last one is that you want to focus on the process. When you have a goal, oftentimes people think of the end result. And that might be in 1 year or 2 years from today. And they think, okay, one day I'm going to make it, I'm going to achieve my goals, and I will be happy forever. But it doesn't work that way. Usually what happens is you're not as happy as you think when you achieve your goals. So I remember a story from a guy who was 27. He became a millionaire, and he was happy. He said, oh, I can retire now. So he stopped working, and he went, oh, I made it now. That's great. He went to the beach, having a good time for a couple of weeks, and he got bored. So he went home. He said, oh, I love watching movies. So I'm going to watch movies all day long. And again, after a couple of weeks, he got bored. So he called his mentor, and he said to him, I don't understand. I'm not happy. I'm depressed. I'm not enjoying my life. What should I do? His mentor said, go back to work. You have to go back to work. And he was laughing. Why? Because he went through the same process before. And he knew it was coming. So maybe he was waiting for the guy, waiting for his call. So the bottom line is, don't wait until you achieve your goal to be happy. You want to be happy in the process of your goal. So that's why you need to have something that excites you on a daily basis. So of course, a goal is often challenging. You will have to stretch yourself. You're going to be tired. You're going to be depressed sometimes. But if you have a vision for your goal, for where you're going, a vision for who you want to be, it should be enjoyable most of the time. So you will have pain, but you will have joy also and pleasure. So that's what I wanted to mention in this video about setting meaningful goals in your life. So I hope you enjoyed it. So again, you want to make sure that you find a goal that is meaningful to you, that you use a goal or choose a goal that is stretching you to become the person that you want to be. And you want to use, know your core values, you want to leverage your strength, and you want to focus on the process of the goal, not the end result. And if you do that, you will be able to really have and set meaningful goals that will make a difference in your life. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it, share it with your friends, leave me a comment below, and I will talk to you very soon.